What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club. Yeah.
We are the original weird niggas from the basement.
It's your boy Haran Hargrave. Stay tuned for another episode of RTS Spotlight.
Shout out to Respect the Shooters. They owe me $100 for that drop. Salute.
A lot of niggas say they your friends, man, but don't support shit you do. Don't get no money with you. I guess me and my niggas is different.
I've been getting money with my team. I just wanna see all my niggas win. Ayy, feeling like I make them chasing dreams. Now for my squad, I just want one thing. I want my niggas to win. I want my niggas to win. No, we're making hella bands. Cup in the corner with friends. I want my niggas to win. I want my niggas to win. Everybody diamonds dancing. Everybody got mansions. Came from days in the basement. Me and my niggas ain't had shit. Not a dollar in my pocket, that was tragic. Started ballin' like Jordan, we came upon the law. My niggas, we made it go, get more guns, get more dough. We came up from nothing, had to turn nothing to something. Now we only interviewing the curtains, zipping on Prometheus and feel it working. All my niggas living lavish, all this money never had this. Money harder than a bad bitch, do say pull up in the M6. We had to grind hard, started from the back. Blink my nigga ASAP and he started hustle hats. Blink my nigga Swagger, you know he rep TBP. And I'm a million months a nigga, that just who I be, yeah. I've been getting money with my team. I just wanna see all my niggas win. Ayy, feeling like I make them chasing dreams. Now for my squad, I just want one thing. I want my niggas to win. I want my niggas to win.
What up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of RTS Spotlight. I have a special guest in the building, a very dope artist that I've been trolling for a while. His name is Kush Lee. Welcome to the stage, to the seats. Get comfy.
Thank you for having me, man. I like the black seats.
You know what I'm saying? We try to keep it all black in here. You know what I'm saying? We try to do the best. Your fit is actually very nice. Is this like a custom fit?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out Ole Linka. You know what I'm saying? Everything's custom.
Nice. With the pants,
you
I
can
like
follow
that.
him on my Instagram.
Okay, bet.
Most definitely.
Yes.
I gotta get you some stuff, man.
Yeah, I like free stuff. I like wearing people's custom stuff too, because it's like you go to the mall and you're stunning, you go to a party,
You know what I'm saying? Nobody got nothing you got on.
You just look super fly. Bet.
Most definitely.
Now, for those who don't know you, where are you from?
Crown Heights,
Okay.
originally. I lived in South Carolina for a couple of years, but I'm repping Brooklyn to the fullest.
I've been Brooklyn to the fullest. Bet. Are you a Biggie fan?
Yeah. Like, who's from Brooklyn doesn't like Biggie?
I don't know.
I like Foxy though. A lot of people sleep on Foxy, but I like Foxy.
Why?
It's her delivery and her voice.
Okay.
Her voice was very catching to me, and I don't really hear a lot of females with that raspiness that's ready to punch a dude out when you hear it. So I like her.
So, if you could put her in a battle right now with a female artist, with a female rapper, I'm not gonna give you like the Nicki or the Cardi option, but anybody, if she could be back in the game right now, going head to head with one of these female rappers, who would you want to see up there?
Oh man, that's a good question. Just to embarrass her, what's the little white girl name? The bad Barbie?
She's actually not that bad.
That's what people say. I've heard a couple of tracks. I'm not gonna lie. She got a couple bars.
She's got some things to say.
But I want to see how she would match up against Foxy though.
Yeah?
I think that'd be a dope battle.
Okay, bet. Now, what kind of music do you make as an artist, would you say, in this day and age?
Everything, really.
Everything? Okay.
I don't really have a specific type of genre because I'm a sound guy.
Okay.
So when I hear certain sounds, if it goes, it could turn into an R&B song, it could turn into a trap song. So it's all about sounds with me.
Right. Now, in the process of you making a song, for instance, right? Before you hear your sound, what gets you there? What points out that this is the sound, this is the vibe we're going for? This is the direction we're going in. Do you have like a process? Do you put on like fuzzy slippers and like chill out?
Of course I roll a couple.
Okay.
make sure the room's really quiet. I don't really like to hear the TV on or anything while I'm working on music. Like when I'm focused on music, it's just music. And I'll probably go through about 50 sounds before I hear that one that just catches my ear and I can listen to it over and over and over and it doesn't get annoying.
Right.
And
that's
that's
how
when
you
I
know.
Yeah, and that's when I know I got that sound.
Right. Now, what makes you really love making music? Because a lot of people, you know, nowadays are doing it for the clout, you know, are doing it for the bread, the quick cars and stuff. But I've been following you for a minute, and we've seen you at events and stuff like that, and you're very dedicated to this. What brings that passion out of you, do you think?
It's the expression.
Yeah?
Growing up, I didn't really talk a lot, and in a sense, especially growing up in Brooklyn, you don't really have the outlets to, in a sense, express how you feel unless you're doing sports or you're running the streets.
Right.
And thankfully, the way I grew up, I was always able to find that middle ground in between. And I was able to have street friends and school friends, but still find my own path. And even though I had those friends, I still wasn't able to express how I felt because, you know what I'm saying, I can't express to my school friends how my street friends are. And I can't explain how my street friends, how my school friends are.
Right.
So I found a way to do it in my music and was able to kind of bring both of them together.
Right.
So I do it all for the expression, really.
Nice. Now, expression-wise, you're actually very fashionable. Most rappers kind of wear like either like the norm or like the basic chain, but even your necklace, for instance. Can you explain your necklace? Like what kind of necklace is this?
This is an amethyst crystal
Okay.
inside of the eye. You already know.
Yeah.
Eyes for protection, your third eye.
Dope.
Yeah, I'm actually getting real spiritual lately. It's
Yeah?
coming out of nowhere, but I'm liking it.
You liking it? You're accepting it?
It to me it helps. It helps me express myself.
Right.
Even with the clothes, like I really toned down wearing the major brands because I really know a homie that can make clothes that looks 10 times better than
10
that.
times,
And I'd rather
yeah.
give him that money or even half that money to make something that I can walk down the street and nobody know what I have on.
Right. Def. That's dope. Now, do you incorporate that in your music?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah?
Most definitely. Even with my trap music, like a lot of people wouldn't even consider it trap music because of the wordplay or the way I say things. Like a lot of my music's never really talking about shooting anybody or fighting anybody. It's, if anything, it's more on me being my cocky self and me being the, you know what I'm saying, the egotistic person that I think I am in my music.
Okay, nice. Now, when you're making music, do you feel like you have a certain audience that you're generalizing? Because I know that you make all types of music. Do you feel like there's a generalization that you're going for? Do you feel like you're really making it for everybody, whoever wants to listen? Who are you really making your music for?
I feel like I make it for people that actually listen to music to get a certain mood out of music.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of people just listen to music because it's the new thing and new like that. And most people, like a lot of people I know, they don't listen to this music now because they can throw on a 90s, 80s track and
timeless.
Like literally I'll sit there with them and I'll be like, oh my God, I feel, like, I really feel this.
Yeah.
And I don't get that feeling with music now.
Right.
And so that's what I try to put into my music. And so that's why I kind of focus on people that still want to listen to music and get that soft spot in their heart. And it touches somewhere and it actually motivates them to do something.
Nice. Now, it's funny. This is actually a question my co-host on my radio show always asked artists. I don't know why. I mean, we get very different responses, but with your clout, right? How do the ladies react to this, right? Because I feel like with guys, you could be like that guy your whole life. You know what I mean? Like rapping wouldn't change it. But like, were you like a little bit shy back in the day, and like now you like get all the ladies? How does music change your sex appeal towards the opposite sex now?
I've never really had a problem with the ladies per se, but 100% I'm very selective on who I keep around me.
Okay.
So I guess when I was younger, it was just because she liked me, I kept her around, and now it's more like, if she can't feed my energy, then she can stay on Instagram or wherever she so-called met me at.
So in this day of age of Instagram models and Cardi B's, who, you know, you may meet in the industry later in life, who may have been stripping back in the day, what is your type of lady?
Intellectual.
Yeah?
Really. A lot of females now are into the social media, but I truly like girls that aren't into it. Like, they don't need it.
Right.
They might post something maybe once a month or something like that, but they don't need it.
Yeah.
Like, she's into her personal life more than the internet life.
Right. Like a
I don't
reality girl.
I don't have a complexion preference. I love
Okay.
all shades. I love all ethnicities.
Nice.
I messed that up.
How do you say that? Ethnicity?
You know.
I think it's gone now.
Foreigns. All
Yeah,
that.
the foreigns. He doesn't mind the
Foreigns, all
foreigns.
Yeah, but it's really with energy and vibe, because I'm a quiet person.
Right.
So I can really sit in a room and not say anything to you, but if I can
You're
feel,
gonna pick up.
Yeah, I can feel like if you're only here for this, or you're only here for that, or you're not gonna help me at all. You're just here because you see what I am now,
Right.
and don't really know who I am.
Exactly. Now, I know you do music, but is there anything that you're you have goals to do? Maybe will it be fashion, whether it be a sport? Is there anything that you want to try in this industry?
Everything.
Everything?
As soon as New York lets up on the laws, you know, I'm trying to get the marijuana dispensary popping.
Yeah, start a business.
Most definitely.
Make it happen.
Clothes, acting. I was in a web series called Lanes. We're gonna start that back up. So
Nice.
acting, fashion, modeling, everything. Trying to get
Is
this
that
place
like
everywhere.
exclusive, or can you give us a little snippet of what's Lane's about?
Well, the first 2 seasons are out, so
Okay.
What Lanes basically was, shout out to the director Miles Dixon. It was basically about a group of people in Brooklyn, and how one person that might not even know a main character in the person can affect everybody's life. And so my character in the web series was a troublemaker called Mish.
Nice.
And in the first episode, I end up stealing the car.
Okay.
And because of me stealing the car, it basically affected everybody's life. Like, I end up having to get money from somebody that owes somebody money, and then
One of
fights
those.
broke out.
Okay.
So like, just because of me, it affected 5, 6 different people's lives.
Right.
And then during every episode, you see how it ties in, and at the end, you basically see how it comes back to me.
Nice. Now, how did you enjoy that experience? I mean, it seems like you want to take acting further, but acting is intense. Like,
Definitely.
actors are like really creative. They have to like switch up, and you have to be a different person sometimes. Is that something that you enjoy? Like leaving your reality in a sense?
Well, I got much respect for people that actually do acting and take acting classes, because I've never took acting classes before.
Okay.
So when we did the web series, it was all first experience, everything.
Right.
So yeah, like, we did a couple scenes over with more emotion and stuff like that. But I felt like being in front of camera is something that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm an entertainer. Like, even if I don't feel like it, like, me being out in front of people makes people happy.
Brings it out of you.
Yeah, and I would never want to turn that away from people.
Nice.
So if I can put myself out there as much as I can, I'll do it.
Right. Facts. Now, what are your upcoming projects, shows? Is there anything coming up that you want the people to know about?
Too much.
Yes. You got time. Listen,
Too
we here
much.
with you.
I got my album coming out called Vibes. That should be coming out in August.
Okay.
I produced almost half of the album. I've been trying to put my hand into the production. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
I have a mixtape coming out with Mellow Bunny. Shout out Bun Bunny, called Bunny Kush.
Okay.
I have a lot of shows coming out with Greedy Gang. Shout out Greedy Gang. They all over Canarsie, Brooklyn, everywhere.
Nice.
Free Mr. Greedy. It's just so much. I got a show tomorrow at HQ Lounge. Shout out Who Got Heat. It's so much going on. A couple of singles should be coming out next month, so be on the lookout for So High.
Okay.
Kush Lee, So High single.
How did you get your name, Kush Lee?
Friends, really.
Yeah?
Like, friends. Like,
Experience.
when I first started smoking, I feel like this is everybody's experience. When they first started smoking, they started off with greens, of course.
Okay, right.
And after about a week of smoking it, I got introduced to some sour, and it was kind of over after that.
Changed your
It was
life.
like, yeah, it was like no more greens. And then it got to a point where like I would literally go see my friends, and they would just have a bunch of greens, and I'd be like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm not even gonna hit that.
I'm
Just
good.
gonna roll this, and I'd
Yeah.
be like, oh, you fancy now. Oh, you roll this Kush, huh? Kush Master, huh?
Kush
And I
Lee.
was like, Kush Master sounds dumb, but Kush sounds fire though.
And that became you.
Most definitely.
Lit. Well, thank you for coming and joining us today.
Thank you.
RTS was definitely happy to have you. This was our second time doing a spotlight with you.
Definitely.
Last but not least, where can we find you in case all those who have missed this amazing interview with you?
If you need to find me, you can Google me at Kush Lee. That's Kushlee. My Instagram is the same thing, KUSH_LEE. Twitter, Facebook, all the same thing. Be on the lookout for that Vibes album, Bun Bunny, Kush Lee, Bunny Kush, Greedy Gang mixtape, a whole lot coming out. I want to thank y'all for having me.
Yes, thank you for being in the building. This is not the last you've seen of Kush Lee, so stay tuned. It's been another RTS Spotlight.
Grrr, gang.
What up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of RTS Spotlight. We have a special guest.
I'm gonna DM you for the
It's gonna
address.
be lit. And then I'll have you on this library too.
Oh, that's right.
You can say that. Fuck, bitches.
And all that.
Yeah, and all that shit. All the raunchy shit.
You just woke up?
What's up?
You missed the whole, you missed everything. He was like,
We gotta take a pic.
Oh, man. Thank you, yo. Thank you, yo. Yeah.
Get the shoulders down. Get the shoulders. That's what it's all about. Look at the viewers. The dancing. Hey! Oh! Hey, real sturdy. Careful. Careful now. That's nice. That is talent. Is it episode or opposite? F with an E. Okay. Got it. I'm actually got me drunk.
yeah, you already know it's your boy Kush Lee checking in for NYC. I'd like to shout out everybody at Brick TV that came to do their thing. You know what I'm saying? All the artists that came out and performed. If you need me, you can find me on Instagram at Kush_Lee. Let's get faded. Aye.